It's official, boys. We are reclaiming our throne. We are going to be light heavyweight champion of the world, and we will sleep and embarrass and mog and destroy Carlos Ulberg. Dana White went live last night. If you didn't know, I went live for the announcement. I waited 8.5 hours for this fight that we already knew was going to happen. But I'll talk about the whole announcement later on. Right now, I just want to focus on this fight because this is a great fight. I'm so happy with it. I'm so happy that Jiri Prochazka is going to be champion again this year. Oh, what a year we're going to have, guys. What a fucking year we're going to have. Honestly, what a year we're going to have. Obviously, I'm picking Jiri. And that's not because I'm the number one Jiri Glazer, all right, which I am. I am the number one Jiri Glazer, all right, but I just don't rate Carlos Ulberg. I really don't rate him. We've seen him lose to Jan Blachowicz and get a robbery victory. He got gifted that. We've seen him knock out Dominic Reyes. Who hasn't done that? Jiri did that years ago. All right, this guy is a clean kickboxer. Awful matchup for Jiri unless your name's Alex Pereira. I think with Alex gone out of the division now, no one beats Jiri. Jiri is currently, right now, the best light heavyweight fighter on the planet. He will win this belt. He will reign supreme. He will defend this belt multiple times. I don't see anyone at light heavyweight beating him. And yeah, that's true. Anyone. That includes Wankalaev. Absolute Wankalaev. All right. Maga Smeg Wankalaev is not beating Chad Jiri Prochazka in a fight. Hell no. These guys can't prepare for Jiri. They can't prepare for him because there's so many different fights to look at. And in each fight, Jiri fights a different style. At least from his recent 3. Like, what are you going to go off to plan for Jiri? Are you going to go off the Alex Pereira fight where he head kick KO'd him? Are you going to go off the Jamal Hill fight where he had slick head movement and he was being a slick counterpuncher and was just on top form with his head movement and counters and blocks and everything? Or are you going to go off the Khalil Roundtree fight where he's losing 2 rounds and then decided in the 3rd round, I'm just going to win now? How do you prepare for this man? You can't do it. There is too many fights, all right, that Jiri fights like in a different way in. Which fight are you going to study? And who are you going to get in to mimic Jiri Prochazka's style? Well, I think the closest guy that can mimic Jiri Prochazka's style, unironically, is Johnny Walker. But he's busy with his own fight camp on this same card. So you're fucked, Ulberg. And not only because of his fight style. This man is locked the fuck in. Listen to this.
Tak jo. Je to tady. Chvíle, za kterou jsem se modlil, za kterou jsem bojoval. Víc než kdy jindy. Jdeme proto. Za celou Českou republiku jdeme proto. Děkuju za vaši podporu. Jdeme pro titul. Let's go for hunt.
Yes.
Jdeme ulovit Ulberka. Děkuju za podporu.
Oh, let's go for the belt. Let's go for Hunt. How do you prepare for this man? Answer, you don't prepare for this man. It's literally impossible. And I want to just get up real quick. Before that, Jiri Prochazka. Okay, 32 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw. People think Jiri's this like. I know people don't think that he's a bum, but they think because he's not technically sound, he's really vulnerable. He's only lost 2 times in 10 years. And both of those losses have come to Alex Pereira. The guy doesn't lose. He doesn't lose. And all of his fights in the UFC, all right, all of his wins, anyway, have come via finish. Well, and so have his losses, but all of his UFC victories have come via finish. This guy doesn't lose unless your name's Alex Pereira, and he's fucked off to heavyweight. Thank God. Now Jiri can reclaim the throne. He really can. And it's just, look at 28 wins by knockout, 3 wins by submission. God, one fight in his entire career. One victory in his entire career has gone the distance. One. With 23 first-round finishes. Do you know how insane that is? Do you know how crazy that is? Insane record. Loads of experience. Unorthodox. You can't prepare for him. And it's like I said. Khalil Roundtree fight. Right? You look at the Khalil Roundtree fight, right? Looks very sloppy in rounds 1 and 2. Very, very slow starting. Was losing. He was 2 rounds down going into that third. And he just turns it on and just goes, actually, you know what? I'm actually going to win now. And he just puts it on him. Does that awkward Jiri style, like awkward Jiri pressure. And just gets him out of there and sleeps him out cold inside in the third round. I went ballistic. I went mental when this happened. I've got my reaction up on members only. Go check it out. So you've got that fight where he's just kind of sloppy and losing the whole fight until he's not. All right. Then you look at his fight before that. Jamal Hill, perfect. Like head movements, slipping punches, rolling punches, blocking punches, countering. He was being a counter puncher in there. Completely different to this Roundtree fight where he wasn't being a counter puncher. He was getting beat, and then he thought, you know what, fuck this. I'm gonna make it sloppy and dangerous. Pause. No hooker. Completely different fight style from this fight to this fight. And obviously this fight he lost. So it's like, which fight do you really go off? I mean, you could look at the holes in this game for sure, but that was like a year and a half ago, nearly 2 years ago. You can look at you can look at the Jamal Hill fight and go, all right, well, you know, he's got really good head movement. You know, he's a slick counter puncher, so we just need to, you know, not let him counter us. We need to be first and third. You know, be first and third. Or you can look at the Roundtree fight and go, this guy's not very good. We just need to not let him get, you know, reckless and dangerous. But you don't know which year he's going to show up. You really don't. And I think that's going to really play a big factor in for Carlos Ulberg here, who, and not only that, he's only had 15 fights. You know, Yuri's had fucking 38. It's more than double. Quick maths. And you look at his resume, all right? Ulberg versus Reyes, round 1 TKO. Or KO, whatever. Yeah, great. He knocked out Reyes. Robbed Blachowicz. Ozdemir's a good win. Manyfield's actually fucking terrible. By the way, Jiri KO'd Ozdemir in his debut. So, Manyfield's terrible. Who? You know what I mean? Yuri's record in the UFC, he's only fought high-level guys. Like, genuinely high-level guys. Ozdemir, all right? Ozdemir in his debut fight, KO. Reyes, KO in round 2. One of the nastiest KOs I've ever seen in my entire life. Teixeira, all right, for the championship. Round 5 submission. He was losing that fight. Pulled out a rear naked choke on Glover Teixeira. Then he fights Alex Pereira. Early stoppage, I think. Early stoppage, in my opinion. Well, then he fights Rakic. All right. TKO in round 2 at UFC 300. Fights Pereira again. Nothing wrong with this stoppage. I cried. Another former champion here, Jamal Hill. You know, Yuri's fought 3 former champions and he's beat 2 of them. And then he fights Roundtree Jr., whose stock has gone through the roof since the Pereira fight and since he beat Jamal Hill. But just nothing but good names on his resume. Carlos Ulberg's best win is Jan Blachowicz, and that was a robbery. So, forgive me if I'm not confident in Carlos Bumberg here. But Jiri Prochazka is going to knock him the fuck out. I'm gonna go rounds 2 or 3 KO for Jiri Prochazka. I'm so excited. And I don't do fight companions, so I won't be going live for it, but I will be recording my reaction for members only. So if you want to see my reaction to Jiri getting a KO on Carlos Ulberg, then sign up to my members only. It's gonna be me and Ricky Blitz doing a reaction because he's gonna come around and watch this fight with me. So we're gonna be recording our reaction for members only. All right, so make sure you're there for that. That's gonna be fucking banging. All right, I don't record my reactions for any fights really, unless it's Jiri or like the Tom Aspinall one that I did for Cyril Gane because that was fucking terrible. But yeah, that's my fight breakdown. Jiri via, and here's the thing, right? I said in the Killer Roundtree fight, I said word for word. You go back and watch the live stream, right? I said live odds do not matter in a Jiri Prochazka fight. I said that going into round 3. And then he proceeds to sleep him out cold. Live odds don't matter. Carlos Ulberg could be doing, pretty kickboxing for 4 rounds. It literally doesn't matter. Jiri could be losing 4 rounds, and in round 5 he could go, I need to knock this guy out now, or else I'm gonna lose, and then he will. But I think the clean points fight. This is the thing, right? Alex Pereira is a clean kickboxer, but he's not a points fighter. He goes for KOs, and I know look, wins by knockout 8 with 14 wins, and you look at his resume. KO'd Reyes, great. Decision robbery to Jan Blachowicz. Decision to Ozdemir, alright. KO'd fucking Manyfield, he's shit, alright. And then he's KOing bums and bums and bums. But even this guy, decision win. So he's KOing bums, but then when he comes up to like decent guys, he's going the distance and he's robbing Jan Blachowicz. This guy is a points fighter kickboxer when it comes to people that are actually good. And that ain't going to fly with Jiri Prochazka. This ain't going the distance, and Carlos is not knocking him out. All right, Yuri's chin is unbelievable. He's so durable. He is not knocking Jiri Prochazka out. Yuri's actually going to kill this guy in the cage. Rounds 2 or 3, TKO for Jiri Prochazka. And now we'll move on to the rest of the announcement, because obviously we got, to be honest, the announcement as a whole was pretty disappointing. We waited for so long. I was streaming for nearly 9 hours waiting. By the way, anyone who joined the stream, thank you very much for joining. It was I had a really good time. It was really, really fun. But apart from Jiri Prochazka and Carlos Ulberg, which we already knew was going to happen, we had 3 other fights. Bearing in mind, Dana White joined the live stream and said, I have 13 fights for you. And I was thinking, he's going to announce 13 fights. This must be the White House card, right? No. So we already knew Jiri and Ulberg were happening. All right. He then proceeds to tell us about every other fight on this card that we already knew was going to happen. All right. We already knew Valentine. We already knew Blades Hockey. We already knew Reyes and Walker. We already knew all these other fights. He announced 3 other fights that we didn't know about, because everyone knew Jiri and Ulberg was happening. It just wasn't confirmed, but everyone knew it. Even ESPN leaked on their website that UFC 327 was going to be a light heavyweight championship main event. So we all knew. And to be honest, we all knew when Alex TKO'd Ankalaev, we all knew he was going to move up, and then it was going to be Jiri versus Ulberg. I said that straight after that fight card happened. Alex is moving up, and Jiri is going to fight Ulberg. So we all knew. So we waited 9 hours, essentially, for Benil Dariush and Manuel Torres, Pitbull and Aaron Pico, and Gamrot and Esteban Ribovic. We waited 9 hours for those 3 shit fights. And look, sorry, they are not shit fights, but they're not worth waiting around for. They're not. And you know what's even worse? What's even worse about this announcement from Dana White, all right, is that he said this. He said this too. He said this.
I will have more information for you guys. Actually, no. This week I should announce the White House fight. This week I should be announcing it. I will.
Which makes me think, right? Why not just like wait? Why not just wait a few days and announce Jiri versus Ulberg and the White House fights all in one stream? That would have been better. Like, because you made us wait for so long for a main event we all knew about. And let's be honest, I mean, they are going to be good fights, but like, is it really worth going live for? It's like the Izzy Joe Pyfer thing. Is it worth going live? Probably not. Could you have just announced this as a post? Like, yeah. I mean, they announced Curtis Blades and Josh Hokett on a Twitter and Instagram post, all right? They didn't announce it on a live stream, all right? But they had to go live. They had to go live to announce Pitbull and Pico, though. You know, they didn't go live to announce this one here. They didn't go live to announce this one, but we needed a live stream, guys, for Pitbull and Pico. I don't understand this man sometimes. Why not just wait? Why not just wait and go live and do UFC 327 and the White House all in one stream? I don't get it. But as a whole, this card is a fucking banger. I'm going to be watching the whole thing. Genuinely. So sometimes I don't stay up to watch the prelims. I watch the prelims the next day because I live in the UK and I like my sleep. Funny that, even though I was live until 4 a.m. this morning. But this is a great card from top to bottom. Also, I just want to say, Dana White called Vincent Luque. Vincent Luque. You don't even know what his fighters are called, bro. This card's banging. This card is actually really, really good top to bottom. Top to bottom, amazing fights. It's going to be a great night. Especially with the coup de grace of Jiri versus Ulberg. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to enjoy this card. It is a really good card, and Jiri versus Ulberg is a great fight. I just wish you either went live earlier or waited a few days, and we got Jiri Ulberg and a White House card fight announcement. Does this mean he's going to do another live stream in a few days? Probably. Am I going to stay up for it? Absolutely. So if you want me to, if you don't want to miss Dana White's live stream announcement for the White House card, make sure you subscribe because I will be going live for it. I go live for every single one of Dana White's fight announcements, no matter how long it takes. And last night, it took 8 hours and 45 minutes before we actually got a fight announcement when I went live. So, oh well, like and subscribe, links down below. Become a member, join the Discord, and until next time, I'll see you in a bit. Goodbye.